Everybody, welcome to the Rise or Die podcast with yours truly, Stephen M. Lowisz, episode 37, Invest in People. So right now, I'm having a little bit of an internal struggle because right now I'm trying to build really three businesses, but one's on the back burner. So let's call it two businesses. And it's been me, myself, and I up until I hired one person this week. And it's already going much better because I hired that one person. But being an entrepreneur, one thing that you're going to figure out very quickly is, especially when you're just getting everything set up, whether it's website, accounting software, getting those first couple clients, like it's all on you. You are sales, you are finance, you are marketing, you are operations, you're everything A to Z. And on one hand, it's really fun. I mean, you get to control everything, which if you're employed right now, like when you go off and become an entrepreneur, it's just mind blowing. You have control over everything, which takes a lot of self-discipline. That's the bad side. It's really easy to get distracted, but you are the end all be all for your organization. The flip side to all of this is the fact that you have to do everything. And you become very accustomed to doing everything, which means it's really hard to let go and actually have anyone do stuff for you. It's really hard to hire people and to build a team around you. You think that you have to be the only one. You think that you have to do everything. And now translate this issue into marriage. Now, it takes two people to actually have a kick-ass marriage. We all know that, but when we think about it, when's the last time that we truly invested in our wives? Or if you are the wife, when's the last time you invested in your husband? We expect the other one to do all the work, or on the flip side, we do all the work and we expect nothing from our spouse and we kind of get shit on. Either way, we're not really, it's one-sided. Right? One of the best pieces of advice that I was ever given was that products and services don't build businesses. People build businesses. So when I'm sitting here contemplating this morning, like really, really seriously contemplating, what do I do when I have two businesses, a third one that I really want to do? How am I going to get all this shit done? I also train for two sports, MMA and then half fireman. I'm going through a certification that means the world to me, but I haven't had any time to do, the last, let's call it 20 hours worth of work or so, maybe more. I haven't had time to do any of those. So I'm sitting here trying to think, like, what am I going to give up? What am I going to give up? Because you can do everything in your life, but you can't do it all at once. And that's one of the hard realities that I'm coming to. One of the harsh realizations that I've had. So what do I give up? Well, when I look at what I really want, it comes down to I want a kick-ass marriage. I want to make a difference in people's lives in the marketplace. I want to be fit and essentially be weaponized physically. I want to have it all. I want a relationship with God. And yes, I need to work on the swearing a little bit. But other than that, I've improved drastically in that area. I need to think about what I'm willing to give up. And the reality that I came to is I don't need to give up anything but my ego. Sure, maybe I need to train a little bit less and not go for gold, but, just try to finish the half Ironman. Like, that's a very realistic expectation that I need to change, right? Okay, easy enough. But when it comes to the two businesses, I don't want to give up either. There's one that I'm more willing to give up. But I don't want to. So the realization that I came to, or the epiphany that I had, is that I need to invest in people. I need to stop investing money into the business itself and getting, technology and all these cool different little gadgets and stuff that will help me with productivity when I actually have a whole lot of customers, but I don't have that. I need to invest in more people. Now, I just hired one person on my very first week of self-employment. Like, that's kind of cool. Don't get me wrong, but I need more than that. The problem is I can't afford it just yet. So instead of having a goal of I'm going to make $1 million all by myself, fuck that. I'm going to make just enough money to hire another person. So now I have 2 people and then another person. And as this goes on, yes, eventually I will make my $1 million. And by the end of the year, I am determined to be out of $100,000 worth of debt. And keep in mind, this is my first week of self-employment. Just now wrapping up my first week of self-employment. But if I invest in people, the stress and pressure comes off me. When the stress and pressure comes off me, I'm able to create. I'm able to strategize more. I'm able to have more ideas and again, strategies. Life gets better when you invest in people, invest in your marriage, invest in your kids, invest in your friendships. The ones that matter, the ones that actually make you a better person, get rid of those that don't. I need to invest in more employees. I want to see the employee that I have as of this week make $1 million under me. Like, it's not just about the money. I want to help people. I want to make people better. But my focus has been so much so on how am I going to do everything? How am I going to make all clients happy? How am I going to make $1 million? No, it's how are we going to make $10 million? And whether you're employed or self-employed, it doesn't really matter. You can rely on others to help you. It doesn't mean you don't work your ass off. Of course you do. I have to work my ass off to create more opportunity for my employee now and then future employees. If I don't continue to create and produce, guess what? Those jobs go away. My income goes away. I go bankrupt. It's not just about me and my wife now. It's about another individual and his wife. It's about future individuals and their spouses. Okay, I'm dragging this out, but I really want to drive home the point. You still have to work your ass off, but you don't have to do it by yourself, and you're never going to get the results that you demand, the results that you desire all by yourself. You can in one area, but not across body, being, balance, and business. You're only going to be able to in one area. You can work 24/7, but then your body, being, and balance goes out the window. So, as I wrap up episode 37, Invest in People, who's someone that you need to start investing in? If you're self-employed, do you need to hire someone? It's scary. It is. Like I said, the pressure is all on you. I get it. But do you need to hire someone? If you're employed, who do you need to rely on more? Who do you need to delegate more to? How are you going to develop those people? How are you going to really invest in them? First, you are the example. Set the example of what a good employee, a good worker does, a good leader does. Set the example. For your wife, how can you invest in her? I write a little love note to my wife every single day. Once a week, I take her out to eat. I take her on a date, not just dinner. I take her on a full date. That did wonders for my marriage, both those things. Who do you need to invest in, and how are you going to do it in the next 48 hours? That's the challenge that I'll pose to you. As always, sign up for some of our exclusive content at riseordiepodcast.com. In addition, share this podcast with someone that needs a little kick in the ass every day, someone that you want more for out of their life. That being said, I'll talk to you tomorrow for episode 38 of the Rise or Die podcast.